The ancient Greek philosopher Plato once said, "The beginning is the most important part of the work." I wish people would keep this quotation in mind when they start working on a new piece. Imagine how much easier it would be. You would omit the wrong notes, the rhythm problems. After a couple of times playing in a slower tempo, you would be able to work on your musicality and the character of the composition. It sounds like a dream, right? But I think I know the way how to make the process of learning a new piece more enjoyable. So here we go with 5 mistakes to omit while working on a new composition. Mistake number 1: playing too fast and doing a lot of mistakes. Impatience is a key word for this mistake. You want to play through the score fast in order to enjoy the music you chose to play. But this task is too much for your hands and for your brain. So while you're playing the wrong notes and rhythm over and over again, your hands have no clue what to memorize. Solution would be slow down, choose a tempo in which you can sight read and still feel the pulse. Play the hands separately if you need. Mistake number 2: starting to play from the very beginning every time you play. To be honest, I think everybody enjoys playing something they're already good at. This wonderful feeling of success. So this is why many people would start playing from the top, then they reach a difficult passage, can play it, and start from the very beginning again. At the end, you've played the beginning for 15 times, and the middle part, where the actual problem is, will not become any better. Your concentration is best when you start practicing. When you have already played through the entire piece once, you know which measures require more attention. Next time you start practicing this difficult passage and remember the tempo you were able to play this passage. Because next time you start to play from the top, you need to choose this tempo to be able to connect these two parts. Mistake number 3: not using the pencil. The pencil helps us to avoid certain mistakes in the future. It's like a road sign. It can warn us, it can give us some additional information. Sometimes you invest time to count the ledger lines, to figure out what note to play. Then you forget it and start counting again. If there are more than 3 ledger lines, I would recommend to write it down, so you remember which note it is the next time you play through this passage. When you have troubles finding a comfortable fingering, write it down immediately after you found a good one. Otherwise, you will forget it. Or, for example, if you're playing a piece written in F major and you constantly play B instead of B flat, then circle this note. Next time your eyes will see that this note needs more attention. And there are many more cases like this. Just remember, this is a pencil, not a pen. If you have a feeling that you don't need these annotations anymore, you can always erase them. Mistake number 4: playing with no feeling of rhythm. Sometimes I have a feeling that the people want to sight read a new piece no matter what. And you can hardly recognize this composition because the rhythm is a mess. Maybe the tempo is too fast. Maybe you shouldn't play it right away with both hands together. But it should still be clear what piece you're currently working on. If you're practicing a waltz, it should be clear that you're playing a waltz. Choose a super slow tempo, but still don't lose this feeling. If you have to play a difficult rhythm, try to figure out first what makes it so difficult. Tap a pulse, try to speak the rhythm or to clap the rhythm before doing mistakes over and over again. Mistake number 5, practicing without a plan. There are so many interesting things in our life we could do. So it's a waste of time to practice piano with no plan. Because it's not important how long you practice, it's important how well you practice. Quality above quantity. So it's good to have a strategy while starting to work on a new composition. Do you think you will be able to play through entire piece with both hands? Then choose a reasonable tempo. If it's too difficult for you, then play it hand by hand. Is there a difficult passage in this piece where you stop every time you are playing it? Then stop and practice just these couple of measures. And what about the dynamic? Are you sure you're playing it the right way? Or do you think it's better to go through entire piece once, paying attention to all forte, piano, crescendi, diminuendi? And don't expect yourself sight reading and playing with correct dynamics right at the beginning. This is why I ask you to make a plan and to set the exact tasks, what you want to achieve, and to understand why are you practicing this or that. Because you have to have a task and a goal in your head in order to work more efficiently. Because it's impossible to concentrate at all the tasks at once. If you're just sight reading a composition, you cannot start playing it musically and with right dynamics immediately. You have to have a plan. What is the most important thing to do next? What is the fastest way to solve the problem? If you have some difficulties, you first have to understand what is the problem. Secondly, you have to find the best way to practice it, and only then you practice it. If you're just trying to get over this problem, you will not play it any better. You will just memorize a mistake. Please avoid this. So now you know these 5 mistakes to avoid. I can only wish you good luck while practicing. And please let me know about your experiences while learning a new composition. I'm curious to hear about this.